So this is 90-90 position, or as close to it as we can get. Thank you. I'm going to put this under the distal thigh, the way that I illustrated in the book. And what that does is puts her knee horizontal with where the joint that we're really measuring, which is the hip, is at. Okay? So she can stabilize herself, and that way we're not going to knock her over. So if we're looking at measuring this leg right here, again, we would start over here on the other side. We can measure both internal and external rotation in one sweep if we want to. Let's do internal rotation first. That's what that looks like, correct?
Yes.
One of the things that I always have to do to remember still, because that leg's going out, right? So first thing is to go, that's an external rotation. Just straighten out their knee and see which way their toes point. They're pointing in. That's an internal rotation. Okay? So to do the measurement for this one, I'm going to go ahead and passively move her through. What substitution do I see?
Leg going up.
This hip is going to raise if she's trying to get more, or she's going to lean further back and try and straighten out her knee so she gets more of a, it gets it in a different plane. So I just want to look for that. If I just put my fingers up here like this, okay, I can do that, or I can watch. See that? Have I gone too far?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the end right there. It's kind of tricky on this one because if you're doing this, you want that pulls her into an abduction with the rotation. So you may have to put your hand here to actually get it to crank. Just watch. Keep your behind her down. And as soon as that comes up, I know. So there it is right there. So that's where I'm going to take my measure, right? And that's about, I don't know, 45 or so degrees from where she started. And what kind of an infield do I have? Really firm. Okay? So what I'm going to do is slip in here like this and just support her leg on mine like that. Now I have two hands, and I really like that. Okay? So we measure usually from the midline. This is what the book says, midpoint of the patella, which is not that hard to find. I put my axis of rotation there in the plane. The stationary arm is going to be perpendicular to the floor. My movable arm is through the midline of the tibia, right here. If I come down and feel medial and lateral malleoli and go right in the center, I'm right through the tibia, just like that. Okay? Do I have a true zero start on this?
No.
Why?
Yes. Oh, yeah, you do.
I do, because I started at 0, pointing down at the floor. Okay? So it reads about 47 degrees. Okay? So that's passive range of motion, left hip, internal rotation, 0 to 47 degrees with firm infield. Right?